Yeah, yeah. 1 second before I get my motherfucking formal motherfucking intro motherfucking induction real quick. 1 second here. We live up in this motherfucker. I gotta come over here and take a look at the motherfucking chat before this shit jump off and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Let me see who's over here doing their thing over here real quick and stuff like that. You know what I mean? All right, let me run it back over here real quick. What's the deal, my people? You know what it is, Don Tony Teflon, and I'm back at you another one. And this motherfucker is Game of Thrones Season 8 motherfucking promo predictions break motherfucking down. And I'm not alone. I'm with my right hand. And as always, my right hand is on the trigger. My ninja, the king of the north, Moji Osmond.
What's going on, folks? It's Moji the King of it off. It's Mojini, baby. It's Teflon TV. It's the Bareback Barbarians doing what we do.
You
What's
know
up, Teflon?
what up, baby? You know what the fuck it is. You know what the fuck is going on, You know, I ain't been out in this motherfucking while. Let me go back to my motherfucking hit ass squad holding it down in the motherfucking chat for me out in this bitch. What up to my man Kevin motherfucking Cleary? What up to Robbie S? What up to Sir Bowser? What up to my man, Sir? Not even just my man, my motherfucking man, 50 motherfucking grand, my brother from another mother, Sir LT Giles. What up? Same thing goes to my man, Big motherfucking E. What up to DJ? What up to my girl? There can't never be another. Nancy T. What up to you? What up to the OTDA out in this motherfucker? What up to 64 Spades? You know how it is, baby. Carry on, Pierre. What up, KP? What's good, baby? We are up in this motherfucking Queen Crystal's in the building with us. Everybody's out here rocking with us. You know who the fuck I am. The Don Tony Teflon. My man, Mo motherfucking Genie. We in this shit. And we going to talk a little Game of Thrones Season 8. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? We gonna get this good. What up, Gambino Capo, baby? What's good, baby? What's good? We gonna set this shit off, you know what I mean? Get this shit popping up in this biatch because we ain't gonna be on forever. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna be one of them all night live streams and shit. We got to get the fuck up off this shit. So we gotta get right up in this motherfucker and set this shit off. So before we do, let me just say yes, yes, yes. The Don has been away for a little bit. I've been away for a little while, but you know, that shit happens. You know what I mean? Vacations happen. You know what I'm saying? It's the end of the motherfucking year and shit like that. But don't worry, as always, you know what I mean? We always holding that shit down. Next year, we gonna be holding it down as always. You know what the fuck we do. All right, Mo Jenny, did you see that little promo thing that came out with Game of Thrones?
Yep. I seen it. I peeped it out.
All right, what you think about that, mofo?
Um, I was left a little bit. That was definitely the definition of a teaser because they teased the hell out of us. I mean, they threw us biscuits. They didn't want to even give us like half the cookie. They threw us some crumbs, man. I feel like Hansel and Gretel, just following the path to the witch's house. You
Teaser.
know, I felt like Hansel, man. Like, they just gave us a little teaser. They just showed us. I mean, there was a lot of metaphors in it. The burning of the lion, and then the ice. I mean, that pretty much signaled to me House Lannister is about to be destroyed. That was
But
my my,
this is
my feel
known.
off of it.
But Mo, doesn't everyone think that House Lance is going to be destroyed? I mean, is this
It's finally.
this is
It's
not breaking news, right?
Yeah, but this is basically signifying the end of Cersei. I think Jamie. I always think Jamie's staying alive. He's either gonna be Lord Commander of the Night's Watch, like you've said for a while. Me personally, I think he'll be John's Kingsguard, or maybe, Sansa's Queen's Guard with Brienne, like, but Cersei's donezo. She's gonzo. She's Rapunzel. It's a wrap. It's over.
I hear you, brother. I hear you. Listen, when I can't even look at this motherfucker as a teaser. I know what a teaser is, man. And that wasn't it. That was a motherfucking, that was cleavage. You know what I'm saying? Cleavage. And cleavage to me is not a teaser. It's just cleavage. And that's what it was. They got to pull the whole titty out for me. Teaser, is when the titty is out, but maybe the nipple got a little pasty over it. Right? Right, Mo? That's a teaser to me. When you got the nipple out, you put a little pasty over that motherfucker, you're teasing the brother. Right? You got my tongue moving a little bit. Like a lizard coming at you. Right? You know what I'm saying, Mo? They didn't give us that, goddammit. They gave us motherfucking cleavage. And I'm saying it's been 2 motherfucking years, motherfuckers. That's all you gonna give me in 2 motherfucking years? I'm a loyal motherfucker. I deserve better than that. You know what I'm saying? This is some bullshit. I got to call it like I fucking see it. That's why I did not do a goddamn video. I did do a video on it. I didn't put that shit out because it was so bad. I ranted on it so bad. I can't like that feeds me that much. So I had to not put that out there. But I'm saying that was even a goddamn teaser. I can't look at that as a teaser. I look at that as some bullshit cleavage. And that's what I gotta take.
Yeah.
I deserve better than that after 2 fucking years.
Yeah. Remember, like, when everybody thought Wins a Winner was coming out last March, like, to supplant us until season 8 comes out the next year? Well, it's been 2 years and they haven't even given us doggy biscuits. Like, they've not given us scraps. Like, this dude at this point, he needs to finish this book and get it over with. Like, what are you doing? Like, I understand there might be writer's block. I understand that, you might not know what to do with so many characters. Just kill off like 4 major characters and 4 minor characters, and then roll the dice. Whatever you've got left, just let it be Daenerys and Jon at the end. Just get this story over with, dude. Like, this guy's pushing 70 years old, and he's trying to be like Tolkien with Lord of the Rings. I mean, Tolkien.
I think when it comes to George, real quick, I'm sorry to interrupt you, my brother. I'm just saying, I think when it comes to George, I just think that, you could ask Kerry Strug. It's hard to stick the landing. And I don't think that when he wrote these books, I don't think he realized how popular they would become. And I think now the pressure's on him to try to please people. And I think that's what it is. And I think that he should not have to worry about pleasing people. He's just put out what he's going to put out. And I think that could be one of the issues. Also, it's a lot. He's got a lot to tie up. It's a lot in a little bit of time. The story he set to try to finish it in the amount of books he has, it's going to be a daunting task. So I'm not. I think the biggest issue for him is going to be after this Winds of Winter drops. Are people going to still be sticking around for the Dream of Spring? Because they're going to already have seen the end of the show. They're already going to know the ending of the book. Are they going to really stick around? You're going to have the hardcore people stick around, but the iron is hot now. I think if you turn into, I'm going to use a boxing analogy real quick.
Dude, the iron's definitely not hot. I know casual viewers that I've asked them questions and they've literally forgotten some of the shit that happened last season. Like you don't wait 2 years on a season, bro. Like, the casual viewer has forgotten a lot of the storyline.
Yeah, definitely definitely talking about the show. I think that 2 years, listen, when you got somebody hooked on the show, I think people are willing to wait 2 years for it. So people, this is gonna blow up, no doubt about it. It will be the biggest watch show of all time. It'll surpass everything else out there without a doubt, and I think it'll be a great season. I don't think they have any excuse for it not to be, but I think what it has to be for me is I don't want to see no fluff. You know what I mean? I don't want no fluffer. I don't need a fluffer. I never needed a goddamn fluffer in my goddamn life. I don't need no Viagra. I can perform. I can do it. Right?
There,
I can
yeah,
get it
there
done.
can't
So
be, there
they,
can't
they
be,
limit that.
what is that called? There can't be any filler episodes for
None.
season 8. Season
Zero.
8, yeah, not at all. Like season 8, I don't know how many episodes are guaranteed. I think, what was it, 7 or 8?
Mm-hmm. So, what, six?
Six, those six
Is it
episodes,
six or seven? It's six. I think it's six.
those 6 episodes have to be 2 hours apiece, like that. Like I'll let them get away with like one episode being like an hour 20 minutes, but each one of those episodes has to be a bare minimum of an hour 45 to two,
I think it's
because
like I think it's gonna be. I think it's like one. They said it's like 90 minutes or something like that.
there's no way they're gonna fulfill the season of a 2 year wait by doing hour to hour and 10-minute episodes. There's no way, there's no how. They have to be close to 2 hours because you're only doing six unless they lied about the six and we're really gonna get like 8.
We ain't getting no eight, son. They shot the six is done. They shot they shit, and that's what we getting. We getting that. And listen, that shit can't be no fluff. That shit from time go. That shit's gotta go. When that promo hits and ends, that shit's gotta pop off. I don't want to see no bullshit. I don't want to see no scenes for like Tyrion laying in bed with some chick talking. I don't want to see Jon Snow laying in bed with Daenerys talking. I don't want to see Grey Wind laying in bed with Missandei. Well, unless she's naked. I don't want to see him laying in bed talking. I want to see shit popping off from the jump. And when that motherfucking Game of Thrones shit ends, I want to see the camera zoom in and someone's head explode. And let's go. Let's go.
Episode episode 1 has to be Torin and Fast Eddie. What's his name? Dolores said Fast Eddie. I mean, he better be Fast Eddie. If Fast
Fast Eddie.
Eddie, Fast Eddie Felson and Torin get their asses to Winterfell, and Jamie arrives at the exact same time. I picture episode 1 to be Jamie, John, Fast Eddie, Dolores, and Torin all at Winterfell in the Great Hall, sitting and having a meeting, talking about, okay, Night King's coming from the north, the Lannister forces coming from the south. I want crows to be leaving Winterfell. I want it to be a crow holiday. All crows are bouncing out of Winterfell. You understand what I'm saying?
I want to see Tormund, the Night King, take his motherfucking spear, stick it up that motherfucker's ass like a shish kebab, and get his ass on a dragon and drop his ass on Winterfell. Just drop his corpse with that spear up his ass on all those motherfuckers' heads and let them know what the fuck is coming for. That's what I want to see. I want to see the motherfucking Night King point of view in this motherfucking big ass battle. That's what I need to fucking see. I need to see the Night King going through this motherfucker like we've seen Jon Snow, like we've seen Bronn, like we've seen Jamie Lannister. I need to see the motherfucking Night King hacking motherfuckers' ass. Now we know the Night King is the same guy who played Sir Arthur Dane. So we know he got that two-handed wielding ability. And we've seen this motherfucker's sword, this curved ass sword. I want to see this motherfucker hacking people to death like the motherfucking hound. I want people dead. And I want to quit. I ain't got no motherfucking time to be bullshitting. First, let me say what real quick. Let me say what up to my first ever subscriber. Always gets the dap from the dime. To be my first ever subscriber ever. I see Spot. What up? And we got 2 super chats in the building. Let's go through the first one right here. My man, Big Kev. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I'm listening to the homies on the way to a poker tourney and decided to drop a few bones to the homies. The North remembers. Yo, listen, brother. I really do appreciate. Mo Genie appreciates that, man. The North does remember. And the Dime remembers too, like Prefitch motherfucking Farm. Next super chat is from Slope. Tony, you still owe me a shot, so let's do one now. I ain't got to work tomorrow. You know, I owe you a shot. We're going to get your shot off tonight. Promise you. Modini,
Bro,
don't let me leave this airway without putting a shot down for Slope.
for sure.
All
Bro,
right?
bro.
All right?
Episode 1 has to be Brand. After Brand finds out all the information, after Brand dots his T's, you know, dots his I's, you know, questions his Q's, and puts it all together. I need a flock of crows. I need the crows to block out the sunlight. That's how many crows I need to be leaving Winterfell. For all the northern, whatever north is left, getting all them soldiers to Winterfell and getting ready for the battle at episode 3, like Big E said in the chat. Shout out to Big E, because that's pretty much when we're getting the big battle. Is probably episode 3. I need a feast for crows. You understand what I'm saying?
I hear people are saying they're hearing some clicking on your side. If you could, whatever that clicking is, if somehow you could stop that. People saying it's coming across and shit like that. You know that.
Oh, clicking?
Yeah, like a snapping, like a motherfucking finger snap, like a popping.
Can you hear it? Can you hear it right now?
Wait. Yeah. Right there.
Right now. Okay. Okay, what about right now?
Nah, you good.
I'm good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I took my headphones
now,
out.
Now real quick before we get into this, me and Mojini, before we were chatting, I was showing him my drink. He said never heard of it. Now, has anybody in the chat ever heard of this beer right here that the Don Tony Teflon is holding down right there? Anyone else ever partake in that right there? And if you're wondering what a Thug Mug is, I don't know. I have to say rest in peace to Thug Mug. Thug Mug, it's gone. Terrible. Have to get a new Thug Mug, man. That's why I'm drinking right out the bottle, man. It's terrible, man. Terrible, baby. Terrible.
So yeah, back to that teaser, man. It wasn't even a teaser. It wasn't even cleavage. Yeah, pretty much they gave us nothing.
That was motherfucking. That was the wipe of the ass. That was terrible for 2 years. 2 years, man.
Yeah,
years.
For making people wait for 2 years, for that to be the first promo, not to give us not a single scene shot. Like, you could have just gave us like Bran in the Matrix. Like I would have just took Bran in the Matrix. Like the just white eyeballs. If you gave me white eyeballs, I'd have been safe.
No doubt. We got another super chat from my man Gambino Capo rolling up in here. And he says, what up, Teflon? Do you think that Danny or Cersei will utter the words, burn them all in season 8? What do you think, Mo Genie? Will we hear Danny or Cersei say burn them all?
We're going to hear Daenerys say burn them all because she's going to do Field of Fire 2.0. She's going to do Field of Fire, and it's going to be on the whites. This time, a Targaryen, instead of doing a Field of Fire on soldiers like, you know, the Conqueror did, is going to be Dany doing burn them all because she's seen the whites and she's getting blood for her dead dragon. And she's going to say burn them all. It's not going to be Cersei. It's not going to be your typical Cersei, burn them all, burn the city down, and everybody thinks it's going to be King's Landing that'll be burning. No, sorry, Bobby. It'll be Daenerys burning all the whites and probably fighting the Night's King. with John on the back of one of the dragons.
Mm-hmm. Listen, man, I have 100% proof of what I told everyone. I told y'all, mugs. I told y'all that Bran Stark, Blood Raven, whoever you want to say, showed Mad King Ares the White Walkers, and that's why he was screaming, "Burn them all." I have 100% proof of that. I could drop that proof right now and drop it. Even though I did a video on it, people still doubt it. I'm telling you, it's 100% true, and I have the proof of it without a doubt. And I give it to that. Let me give a shout out real quick to my girl, Lady Jen Wolfington. Yes, that is her goddamn last motherfucking name. It ain't made up. That's a goddamn last name. What up to you? Thank you for coming out here, joining the Don Tony Teflon and Mo Genie up in this.
Hey, to Savino 310, who says assuming Jamie's the Valonqar. I don't think Jamie's the Valonqar, man. I think it's Brienne.
All right,
Jamie,
wait,
who is your Valonqar?
Before we go back to the Valancourt situation, I gotta answer my man Gambito's question. Do I think that Dany or Cersei will utter the words "burn them all"? I think that, listen. Yes, I think that we'll definitely hear it come from Cersei's mouth. I'm gonna go with Cersei's gonna say "burn them all." That you will hear those words uttered from Cersei's mouth, "burn them all." I do believe we'll hear those. All right, Valancourt, are you talking about right now?
Yeah, did you believe it was always going to be Jamie?
No. All right, so there was I had a couple of things going with the Valancourt. First, I thought that it was going to be Arya Stark with Stannis' face, and that's how it was going to go. That's when I first read the books and everything else, and that's what I
that's a good one. That's a good one
with that. But
he's dead in the TV show, so it's got to be someone else.
Later on and stuff like that, I got into the whole Euron situation, believing that it would be Euron Greyjoy would be the Valancourt. This is too much. I have done so many videos on it. I have pointed out many things. I don't believe I created the theory because it's so crazy about that goddamn theory that I had said that Euron was going to marry Cersei, and that was my theory. And I had it, but I didn't put the Valancourt there. I did not put that there, and I'm so stupid to not have done that. But I had the Euron being with Cersei. I predicted that shit fucking back like 5 fucking years ago.
Hold on. This dude in the chat, Bryant McGee, said Jamie is the Valonqar. They showed it to you last year in an Easter egg. You remember the episode where they were both standing on the map?
Yeah.
He says Jamie and Cersei standing on the map, Cersei standing on the neck, and Jamie was standing on the fingers. Did you catch that?
I mean, listen, man. If Dan and Dave actually did that, that would be amazing. But I mean, I think they do a couple of things you could get, but I
gotta go back to that picture. I didn't look at that detail.
I don't know if we could actually see motherfucking him sitting there. Listen, it's not Jamie Lannister. He doesn't have two hands. That's it. It's done. I'm not even willing to argue with the Jamie Lannister thing anymore.
Yeah, because it has to be hands. It can't be hand.
Yeah, it's not. Don't tell me he's gonna put his fucking forearm up there and fucking. I don't want to hear none of that fucking MMA shit. If that's the case, she can get scissors locked around her neck and be strangled, right? Is someone gonna put a scissors around her neck and strangle her? No. It's going to be someone's motherfucking hands. All right, man. That's what the fuck is going on. We got another super chat here from my man Bridge 4. And he says, "What up, Bridge 4? Happy New Year's to you and yours, sir. Great to see you. Been too long." Well, thank you very much, Bridge 4. I appreciate that. I'm sure everybody on my channel is already subscribed to Bridge 4's channel. But Bridge 4 is really one of the nice guys that's out there. And if you haven't checked him out, please do, and subscribe to his channel. Just check him out, subscribe. It's just, it's bad to go to YouTube's channel, just watch the videos and not subscribe. Subscribe to that man's channel. He puts a lot of work in his videos. He does a really good job. He's bad, cool people. Thank you, Bridge, for the super chat. And I don't give
I'm not dropping.
I don't be giving love to motherfucking YouTube. I don't like everybody out there. But I like you. You're a cool cat.
Dude, I'm not dropping my Brienne is the Valentine theory. I'm still riding that thing 2 years later. I said that theory. No, I said that theory 3 years ago. Still have the video up. I
No,
still have that.
that is 100% your theory that Brienne is the Valentine. Anyone try to dispute it, got to see me on that, and there's no doubt about it. So
Nobody has ever claimed that, and
no,
that's me, folks.
no
Mo
one,
Genie.
no one said it before you. No, there's no doubt about it. You know what I mean? So I would just say that it's possible. It would be if it did happen, that would be the greatest twist that I wouldn't have seen coming. I hope you're right. I wish that did happen. I would love to have been wrong on this one. You know what I mean? For you to be right on that one. I would love to see Brienne be the Vanguard. It makes sense. She will have a lot to prove. Say Cersei does something to get Jaime killed.
Yeah, but yeah. Like she sees him across the battlefield with Jon Snow or something.
Yeah, I would just, yes, it would have to be something like Cersei did something like stuck the mountain on him or something that something like that happened, and then Brienne is the Avenger. We know that Brienne is the motherfucking Avenger of the show. You know what I mean? So that's what she does. If she gets the chance to avenge him in that way, I could see it definitely going down that Brienne could strangle him. And anybody else who wants to check out that theory by Mo Genie, go to Mo Genie's goddamn channel and check out his theory and check the date on his published date if you've ever heard that before, after that, and see if you've heard it, and if that person put that out there after Mo Genie did it up in there.
You gotta check the timestamp and date on that one.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and we got Reese says Brienne is called Sir and a lady too. So I guess that she does fit the Valancourt thing on that note too.
People don't know, man. People think it's gonna be the most obvious person that George R. Martin's gonna make it, and it's not, man. It's not. Like, it could be the Hound, it could be Brienne, it could be freaking Bran. I mean, like, there's so many people, and people just think it's like the most cliche stuff, like Jamie or Tyrion. Like, come on, have some imagination.
I'm going to say this: Alexandra Wilson, no comment. When we go through the dealing with Brienne, it would make it more sense. It would be a twist that no one's seen coming. I don't, Euron, I really think it's going to be him. It's too much in there for it not to be that. I really would have to lean towards him, but I really wish it wasn't, and it was Brienne. I would love for you to be right on that. I mean, I just think that for that to happen, I think that Cersei has to be directly involved in getting Jaime killed. I think if it jumps off like that, you know what I mean? I think it will definitely go down. My man KP asks, have you read Fire and Blood? Yeah, I've been done with Fire and Blood. I got that done with 2 days. Yes, 2 or 3 days. Within 3 days when it came out, it was been over. I think I did it twice already on the audiobooks and read. So I read along with, I listen to the audiobooks and read it along with the audiobooks the first time. And then I audiobook it the full time, the second time. And the first time I read the book, I really just read it for myself and listen to it for myself. And then the next time I go through it is for the theories and everything else. But I try to enjoy it for myself the first time I go through it, and not really try to think too hard. Because if I do that, then I'll be stopping it and pausing it all the time and stuff. So I just try to enjoy the story for what it was and stuff.
I'm currently on my second reread. First reread, I ran through the whole thing. Took me 2 months. Took me a solid 2 months, but I ran through the whole thing. I mean, I literally couldn't stop reading a page. I probably read like 2 chapters a night. It took me 2 months. You know what I mean? So like, or maybe more, maybe like 5 chapters a night. And I powered through that joint, man. Like 5 books. 5 books is filthy, son. So yeah,
And
it took me 2 months.
I like the World of Ice and Fire better. And I don't care what anyone says. I like it better. I'm not a big Targaryen person. I don't really like the Targaryens. I don't give a fuck about hearing about the Targaryens too much. I mean, I know I like to hear about them. You know what I mean? Obviously, we have to hear about them. It's really like their history. But I like hearing about the North people more. I'd rather hear about everything going on in the North much more than the Targaryens. I'd rather hear, I'd rather, if you want to give me something, give me Orlando arrogant. Give me all that. I want to hear about Harry the Black and all that. I want to hear about all that shit. That shit's more interesting to me. Give me all that shit before the Targaryens got over that bitch. I'd rather hear about all that shit that happened before they got over there. All that shit to me is far more interesting to me than when the fucking Targaryens and the goddamn dragons landed. Because it's not fair. Before it was a battle. Until before it was a battle, it's like you go out in the wild versus a bear and you bring a knife. The Targaryens came in this motherfucker, and the motherfuckers they didn't just bring a gun, the motherfuckers brought a goddamn missile versus the bear. That shit ain't fair, man. I liked it when it was fair. And that's the way it should be. I liked it back then when it was like that. The children of the forest, those evil bastard motherfuckers doing their evilness. I like to hear about all that shit more. So I like the other book better, me personally. But Fire and Blood was good. I mean, there's a lot of shit in there, and it was good. But me personally, I like to hear. Like I want to hear the Duncan Egg. I'd rather get that. I would have rather had the She Wolves or Winterfell all day over that. Fire and Blood.
Hey man, Sam asked a question. Shout out to Sam.
Sam ain't been in this motherfucker in a while and shit like that. I think I just seen her pop up in like Lady Wilmington's. Or Don Willie. Don Willie was doing a reread of talking about the Fire and Blood stuff, and I think she popped up in there last night or night.
Yeah, she asked, "What do you guys think about the baby theories going around, specifically Cersei being pregnant or Dany being pregnant?"
I mean, I think it's got to be what it's got to be. Cersei's pregnant. That's a done deal. And I just think that, listen, John's got that super sperm. You know what I mean? He's got
You
that.
don't think so? You don't think Cersei's lying?
No,
I'll play devil's advocate. You don't think she's lying?
Why what would that gain for her and to lie right there at that particular time?
When I don't know, mate. Like I don't know, man. Like when Tyrion was like, "You're not drinking," and he caught her not drinking, then she's like, "Yes," and then it's like, damn.
You believe that she went in there purposely not drinking, thinking that Tyrion would catch her not drinking and suspect that she was pregnant, because that's what would have had to happen if she was lying.
Yeah, like Tyrion would pick. She knows that Tyrion would pick up on that. She's an alcoholic.
I don't think that Tyrion would have.
She's an alcoholic.
She's smart enough. I don't think she's smart enough to do that. To think that Tyrion would have picked up on it. I don't think that she's smart enough to pull that off. I think I think she's pregnant. That's why she was bragging to Jamie about it. I think that's just what it is. I think there's no more about it. Cersei's fertile motherfucker. Cersei pop motherfucking kids out like a toaster does Pop-Tarts. Them shits go.
Okay, so it's not really a theory then. So it's official. She's preggers.
Yeah.
So then I guess what about Dany? You think that's a wrap? You think John did the deed?
Super sperm. Yeah.
He's got that Stark sperm. That Winterfell joint. You know what I'm saying?
His boys is fucking swimming. You know what I mean? And listen, you know what? If that was the case, then you would think that Ygritte would have got pregnant, right? How come she didn't get pregnant?
Oh man. I don't know.
I mean, when we think about it, it's not going to be like when by the time
The seed is strong.
by the time the season starts, John's going to have waxed that ass like 30, 40 times. They're not going to show it, but it's not going to be that one time that they've had sex. Time is going to pass. You know what I mean? And
They'll just show us clips of them in bed together here and there.
they better not. I don't need to see that shit, man. I don't need to
Like,
see it.
like they're gonna inform us that they're lovers now in some way. So that she can surprise him with, "Hey, I'm pregnant," and it's gonna be half Stark, full Targaryen baby. You know what I mean? Like, that's how they're gonna introduce it. Like, maybe their seed is the Song of Ice and Fire. Who knows? Who knows how this thing wants to happen?
John Haymaker said John pulled out. John ain't pulling out. He ain't pulling out. He don't know how to pull out, John. He ain't pulling out. He's back then. It's hard. It's hard to pull. Bo, you know it's hard to pull out, Bo.
It's definitely hard. Like,
that's hard. I don't think women realize how hard that shit is to pull out. That shit is hard.
Dog, you're thinking about so many things in that one moment. You ain't thinking about pulling.
Pulling out is so fucking hard. That's one of the hardest things to do in the goddamn world, man. That shit ain't easy, man. That shit ain't easy. That shit's hard as a motherfucker. Hard as a motherfucker, boy. It takes dedication. That takes commitment. And even when you do it, you're mad at yourself after you do it. Like, I did it. Fuck it. All right.
You know what I mean? Like, having to think about pulling out, especially if the joint is good. Like, you ain't thinking about that.
No, because when you get when the first tingle come, right? When the tingle man, the tingle man, tingle, 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 tingle. And when the tingle man come, as Bernie Mac tell you, when the tingle man come, that means that was your last stroke, right? So when the tingle man hit at that particular time, right, when he's hitting there, that's when you have that much time to think about pulling out. It's a split second that you have. Am I staying or am I going? And that's what you got. You know what I mean? So it's very hard. You know
Man,
what I mean?
what about Sam and Gilly? What if Sam and Gilly come back and Gilly's knocked up?
Yeah, how come Gilly, how come she ain't pregnant? I mean, all these chicks being pregnant, Gilly, how come she ain't pregnant? She's still carrying this little baby, big-headed baby.
That monster baby.
It's still a baby. 6 years later, the kid ain't aged a bit.
That's ridiculous.
He's like goddamn Bam Bam and Pebbles and shit. Fucking Elroy. He just don't fucking age.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's an error of editing. At some point, we've seen that baby at so many times when he was up at his daddy's castle. What is that castle again? What is it? The Hornwoods? What are they?
Who?
Sam. I forgot.
He's a Tarly.
The Tarleys, yeah. The castle was called what?
Hornwood.
Hornwood, right?
Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
You're right.
There was at Hornwood a rack of times. Like that baby should have grown up by now.
Listen, that baby should have been as old as me by now, God damn it.
That baby was born in season 2.
Horn motherfucking Hill. Jesus Christ. What did we say? Hornwood? Yeah, Hornwood. That's because we're talking about pulling out, God damn it. Shit.
Yeah, I said Hornwood. I mean Horn Hill, man. Holy crap. Not Hornwood, Horn Hill. But yeah, that
My
baby.
girl, well, real quick, Mo Genie. What up to my girl LMR in the motherfucking building? What up to Adrian G in the motherfucking building too? Chilling. Go ahead, my man.
Yeah, like that baby should have been having at least horse riding lessons by his grandfather at Horn Hill. Like that baby should have been grown. Like that baby was born in season 2 at Craster's place in the woods back when John was still licking boots at the Night's Watch. When he was still getting the evil eye from freaking what's his face. What was his freaking face, man? Man at arms at fucking winter at the Night's Watch.
The man at arms at the Night's Watch.
Yeah,
What?
man. What was his
Alex
name? Alistair freaking Thorne, dog. That baby was alive when Alistair freaking Thorne was still giving John the evil eye, bro. That's when that baby was born. And we're at season 8 now. If they show us that baby not a teenager at this point, I'm just not believing it no more. It's a wrap.
No doubt. Let me explain something to these people real quick if I have to. The Don Tony Teflon does enjoy cleavage. I don't want people to get the wrong idea. All right. I enjoy a good cleavage show, as everybody does. Who doesn't? But I'm saying when I consider when we're talking about the goddamn this thing that they call a teaser. After 2 years, you got to give me more than cleavage. Just imagine dating a chick for 2 years, and after 2 years, she says, "Hey, take a look at this," and shows you some cleavage. Would you be satisfied? Would you be happy if she just showed you cleavage in 2 years? Now, if you stayed with a chick who you couldn't even see her cleavage in 2 years, well, you're a more dedicated man than me. Don's not doing that at all. 2 years, I don't know about 2 minutes, to be honest. But if you're that type of guy, hey, you're that type of guy. You're a better man than me. Maybe I can introduce you to my daughter. But the Don, but the Don Tony Teflon can't get down like that. You got to give me more. I expect it, and I deserve it, and I think all you deserve it too. So if you're scared to say it, or other YouTubers scared to say it, I'll say it for you. It was a fucked up promo. They should have gave us more. And the next shit we're gonna get is gonna be some other bullshit like they did last year with some goddamn them walking down a hallway playing some goddamn rap song, some rock song, and walking down the hallway or something like that. I don't want to see that shit either. I want to see clips of the motherfucking season. Nothing else is gonna satisfy me but that. Period. You ain't gonna give me
They got to show us a scene. I mean, they've got to show us a scene at some point in one of these promos. Like, I don't even know when the next promo is. The show comes back what, like May or June? What is it?
It's coming back earlier than that, the show.
Man, I heard people telling me the show's not coming back till June. Like, Jesus, like, when do
No.
they want to bring this thing back?
Oh, it's coming back. They released the date. It's early, much earlier than that. And stuff in April. It's supposed to be coming April, March, April, I do believe. It will be coming.
Okay, April. So we've got a couple more months. I mean, if they're gonna drop any more, like obviously they're gonna drop more promos because they gotta freaking remind people that the show's freaking been on hiatus for 2 years. They've got to start dropping some really good teasers to like get people hyped up and ready for that April showdown.
No doubt. What up to Edward Martin? Show you right with the Barry White comment up in that motherfucker. You know, you get love from the Don putting that up in there. You just it's just bullshit that's what they gave us. You know, you gotta think about it. In 2 years, I got a motherfucking hug from Jon Snow to Sansa and her eyes looking up, and a motherfucking chessboard. You know, that's some bullshit to me. I don't give a fuck if the chessboard got covered in snow and fire and it hit together and made some obsidian dagger war. I don't give a fuck about that. Show me some clips from the motherfucking season. That's what I deserve to see. When you see the motherfucking Avengers put out a promo or something, you don't see them do that bullshit. They give you clips from the fucking movie. That's what we deserve. That's what I want to see, goddamn.
Yeah, like Marvel does the best trailers. Like they give you good trailers, you know? Like they're one of the best in the business. Like HBO got to step their game up and tell these editors like, yeah, you guys need to give us a serious promo this time.
No doubt about it. Nah, no. Marvel does the best fucking trailers in the business. Any
Straight up and down.
trailer you watch, if you see Infinity War trailer, when you seen that shit hyped you up to watch that movie, and that movie lived up to all expectations. But that trailer, still, I can just think about it, and I've seen the movie 1,000 times. That trailer, Captain America grabbing Thanos' glove and holding that shit, fucking them all charging. That shit was fucking just crazy, man. That was just great. That's what we fucking need for this motherfucking season, man. And these people is fronting on us about it, man.
This is the last and final season. Like they should be on a major campaign getting ready for this season. Like last Comic-Con or something, they should have done something crazy during Comic-Con in the summer, like to get people like geared up in the summer, and then like dropped a Christmas promo this Christmas, you know, then like a New Year's promo. Like they should be going hard, man. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, but we'll see.
No doubt. I got Adrian G. He says, "Bring me Thanos." Talking about the Avengers thing. Let me tell you, I don't want to talk about the Avengers. We talk Game of Thrones real quick, but let me tell you real quick about that motherfucking scene, real quick, man. You seen Avengers Infinity War, Mo, right? I don't even got to ask.
No, it's so scary.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. You definitely seen it, right? Listen, when Thor comes in this motherfucker and they're getting their ass kicked, you see Black Panther getting his ass kicked, Captain America getting his ass kicked. These guys, you see Iron Man getting his ass kicked, and I mean the Hulk and Iron Man armor, and motherfucking and the Hulkbuster Iron Man armor. And that motherfucking Stormbreaker just come out there and just start clearing the fucking battle fucking field. And that motherfucker just stand there and motherfucking Rocky Raccoon cocks that fucking gun. Cock. This shit is on right there. That motherfucker like, y'all dead now. Thor's here. And he jumps up in the air and comes down with that motherfucking axe and lights that mother. Oh, man. Man. What a motherfucking scene, man. That's a motherfucking scene right there. That's what I need to see, some type shit like that. Jon Snow,
Yeah.
fucking Night's King. Bring him to me. I need to see these motherfuckers getting down like that, man. For real.
I can't wait to see Bumblebee, bro. I'm kind of psyched on that Transformer tip.
Oh my god, I'm done with the Transformers after all the other bullshit. I don't know if I can ever go back to it, man.
You know Bumblebee's gonna be dope, bro.
Oh, I don't know, man. I wish it was, but I don't know. I'm suspect on it.
Oh man.
You got Rhapsody says, Tony, I so missed your streams. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. I truly do appreciate it. You know, Bridgeport contacted the Don Tony Teflon on the page, asked me where the Don was at and stuff like that and all that. And it was really after that post that the Don decided to come back out here and do this shit again. You know what I mean? Put this shit out there and start rocking this stuff again. So that's what it was and stuff like that. But you know, vacation, all that good stuff and all that stuff. But we up in this piece and we doing it like only we can do it.
we do quality over quantity, folks. That's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm. There ain't no doubt about it, man. No motherfucking doubt about it. And back to Game of Motherfucking Thrones. This motherfucking upcoming season that we're seeing. Let's deal with Arya Stark, and all we really have to deal with these characters right now is Arya gonna live or is she gonna die, Mo? That's really comes down to. Everything else in between. We're gonna see all that, but in the end, what matters is Arya gonna live or is she gonna die? Now, what do you think is gonna happen, and what do you want to happen?
Damn.
Honestly, a lot of people don't like it when I say this, but I really, really think that Arya's gonna die. Um, I just have a feeling. I don't know why. I mean, that's just my opinion. I have a feeling. I mean, do I want it to happen? No, but I think it will in a dramatic way for John to kill the Night King. For some strange reason, I think it's gonna something dramatic, like the way that, I mean, I don't know if they're gonna do that way. I'm just saying I feel like she's gonna die. Like, I'm not trying to say like the way what was their youngest brother, the way he died from Ramsey? What was his brother's name again? Slipped my mind.
Rickon?
Rickon. I don't like the way he, like, John got siced up when Rickon died, and then, you know, he owned it in the battlefield. Like, I'm not necessarily saying that'll happen with the Night's King and Arya, but I'm just saying I just have a feeling she is. What do you think?
I just don't think that any Stark can die. I just don't see it happening. I don't see any Stark dying anymore. I think we're good on the Starks. I think they've had their death. I think when you look at the original title of Dream of Springs to be Time for Wolves, and the wolves is plural, and then he changed the title from that to A Dream of Springs, right? I think it just shows you that it just gave too much away, and that's why he changed the title. Now, maybe he changed the story, and that's why he changed the title. But the fact that we have this title shows that wolves is plural. I think there's going to be multiple wolves alive. So I just don't see it, Arya going out. I don't see any of the Starks going out. If any, I mean, besides Jon Snow, I'm not really looking at as a Stark. I'm looking at him as a Targaryen. He's going to die. That's just a given. But I'm saying, but the Stark Catelyn.
John's already dead. For the people in the chat that are like, John's probably gonna be the one that dies. John's already dead. He's basically a white at this point.
He's dead.
He's a slave. He's
Jon
a
Snow
slave.
ain't walking around here.
He's a slave of the red god.
You don't
You
know.
know.
There's no proof that Jon Snow is in control of his own faculties. There's no proof that Jon Snow is doing this himself. He could be warged right now. You have no idea. Jon Snow could be warged right now, walking around, blood ravens controlling him right now this whole motherfucking time, and there's no proof that he's not. There's no proof that he's not. All you know is that he died and he came back. You don't know why he came back. When we look at the magic that we've seen people come back, it didn't seem that that's what Melisandre did. That's not the same spell that we've seen Thoros do. So is it actually a kiss of life, or is it the motherfucking burning of hair? Or if it doesn't motherfucking matter? And if it doesn't motherfucking matter, are these people really alive? Or are these people just being warped to look like they're alive? Quite possible that could be what's going on. You have no proof that he's alive. There's nothing there to show you that he's alive. Because anyone who wargs these people, they get their memories. So you can't say the memories he gets is because of that. They would get the memories. Even
Wow.
the faceless men get the memories from putting on the face of the people. The faceless men get the memories. So obviously the warging people are going to get those memories too.
Wow. Somebody in the chat dropped some bombs, man. Drop some tips. Santavia Major says if John is dead, then Danny can't get pregnant. And then Slope, another person in the chat, said he came back to get Danny pregnant. But if he's dead, does he really have the goodies?
Well, I would say this. I would think so, because I think that if a dead person dies, can their eggs still, if a dead woman die, could her eggs still be hers? When do they go bad? When does the sperm go bad inside of a male when his body is dead? We know the hair still grows for several weeks, almost up to months, right, when someone is dead. So the body is still growing and still producing even when it's dead. But when the actual sperm dies, I don't know. I don't know when that would happen. So maybe
Dude,
sperm is there.
dude, if anybody needs, if anybody needs a doctor to get IV treatment or whatever the hell it's called when you're getting a baby, when you can't do it on your own, you got to go to the doctor for help getting a baby. It'll be John and Danny. What is it called?
In vitro, right?
Yeah, if there's anybody that needs in vitro, it's John and Danny. John's dead, so we don't even know if he has the goodies in the family jewels. And Danny, the witch said she'll never have kids. So both of them got curses on them, possibly.
No doubt about it. And listen, man. Listen, who knows? It could be a dead John walked by Blood Raven, fucking Danny, to bring forth some baby that needs to be born for some future purpose.
What about Danny? The witch. The witch said she'll never get pregnant.
Yeah, she's not that trustworthy. I mean, I just don't know if she's that trustworthy. As he said, I mean, I don't know if that's what it is. I don't know how it would be. It's quite possible it could be some craziness going on here. I have to do some more research on it, but I will say that there's no.
Melisandre. It'll be Melisandre. Melisandre will be the old school in vitro and get Danny pregnant.
She can do it. I mean, there's no doubt. She definitely has some type of. If she could turn sperm into a shadow, then she has powers to do something. So something jumped off there. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but yeah, you know what I mean. It's definitely something happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, hey, young, I'm gonna head out in a sec.
All right, bro. All right, all right.
You gonna have to carry the torch, brother. Gotta go to work tomorrow.
I hear you. I'm here. It don't has to be. It's off on the weekend, so I will hold it down for a little bit longer with the motherfucking chat since I ain't been up in this motherfucker for a little while. You know what I mean? After you bounce, you ain't leaving now. Are you leaving now?
No, I'll stay for like 10 more minutes.
All right, that's what it is. You know what I mean? So you got a question for the King of the North, Mo Genie? Please put it in the comment section right now before my brother get up out of here. And the Don Tony Teflon, I'm still rock with you after Mo goes for a little bit longer.
I hope you guys like how we do these live streams, man. It's kind of tough to get our schedules together, but we try for the people.
No doubt. I hope you do it. And if you do like the way the guy, the way the dudes do, you know what I mean? And you do all you gotta do. I ain't asking for the super chat. I do appreciate that, you know what I mean? But just put that thumbs up for me, man. You know what I mean? That's all I'm asking, man. All I've ever asked for anything, for any video I ever make is a subscribe and a thumbs up. If you could do that for me, I don't need no dough. That's good enough. I'll get dough if you do that. That's all you got to do, and I'll get that money. You know what I mean? So all that. We got Slope here saying, don't forget shots. What, I said I'd do that. What do we got right here? Do I have anything over here to shot? I have to have something over here, right? I don't know if I have anything, man. I do. I do have something. I still have some goddamn pure white Henny. I have a couple of swigs. I may have a shot left of pure white Henny, and that's it. I'll do the pure white Henny shot after Mo Genie leaves. I'm doing it, Slope. I ain't no doubt about it. I promise you. I'll take this shot without a doubt.
Yeah, you got to get that shot on, man. I got to remind you. You got to please the public, man.
I'm going to do it. There ain't no doubt about it. It's getting done, you know what I mean, without a doubt. So it's definitely going down and stuff like that.
Let me do one more prediction with you.
All right.
What were some of the main ones? Let me think. What else? Oh, okay. I know. I got a good one. I got a good one. What do you think's gonna happen with the Veil, Little John, Aaron, Robin, and Sansa? You think Sansa's just gonna lay claim to the Veil and all those soldiers and tell them to come when the Night's King comes? And or is she gonna like seduce Little Robin and just get those forces? Like, cause she already has that one dude from the Vale that witnessed Peter Baelish die right in front of him at Winterfell. What's his name? What's
Jan,
the name?
Jan Bron Royce.
Yeah, Jan Royce. Jan Royce was in the Great Hall at Winterfell and saw, Peter Baelish get killed. So, what do you think is going to happen with the Vale, man,
I think
and
the veil
Little Robin?
is in play. You know what I mean? I wish that they would go to the veil and hide out there. It would seem like it would be a smart place to go. I don't know if we're going to see the actual veil this season, but we'll definitely see the soldiers. As for Sansa in the veil, I think that she has to take over the veil, take over the north. There's no doubt about it. There's no reason for there to be a werewood fucking throne there. There's no reason for her aunt to be there unless it's going to Sansa Stark in the end. So Sansa Stark is definitely running the show when it's all said and done. Listen, I think that Sansa Stark's going to rule over all of Westeros when it's all said and done. So without a doubt, but even if she wasn't ruling over Westeros, there's no doubt that when it's all said and done, Sansa's going to rule the Vale and she's going with and the North.
Yeah, I think that one's too easy. What about the Hound and the Mountain? Will they fight? Will we get Clegane Bowl?
I think you got to get it again, and I think there's no doubt. But I think that the Hound's going to die when it's all said and done. I don't think the Hound lives. The Hound's out of here. Out of
You don't think the Hound's gonna stick around to fight the Whites?
He'll be that, but I think that I think
His
that
his brother's pretty much a White in another form.
is no doubt about it, White. I think the Hound is out. He's gonna die. I don't even think that it's that he's definitely dead. I don't know how anyone could even think of him surviving. I don't know how anyone can reasonably give me a scenario of how the Hound survives.
I mean, the Mountain's gotta die. I think I have a feeling Jamie might slay him. I think Jamie might be the one that slays the Mountain, just like cuts his head off and like on a
Yeah,
sneak
I think that,
attack.
Jamie could definitely be the finishing blow on it and stuff like that. But I think that they both have to do it. When you look at that prophecy, when you see the person armored golden like the sun, the visor of the black blood in stone, and I think and one who has the face of a hound in ash. I think when you look at all three of those people, you see that's Jamie Lannister, the Mountain, and the Hound, and then who's going to fight. I think when it all said and done, when it happens, I think that the Mountain will get controlled by the Night's King. I think that's how he'll turn and kill Qyburn. And I think that when it's that he will get shot with the ballista, whether it hits him in the chest and pins him up against the wall, and then the Hound sets him on fire after, or whether it shoots him right in the head and the eye and shoots him right in that big ass eye hole that they have there. I'm telling you that there's a reason why they have those big eye holes in these costumes, emphasizing the eyes. The reason why they're emphasizing the Mountain's eyes is because he's going to get turned to a white, and you're going to see him turn blue. Now we know that in the books, the Mountain doesn't have a motherfucking head. All right, he's headless. If he does have a head, it's not his own head. And if you want to debate whether that's Robb Stark's head or something like that, we could talk about that. But
Oh my god, I remember for years people thought that was Robb Stark's head
no,
on
yeah.
the Mountain's body. I mean, it's so crazy.
But
Just
when I look back, I'll probably talk about stuff like this when you're out here because I have nothing else to talk about. But when you look back at the times how it was back in the days and stuff like that, and how all these theories that people come up with and stuff, or you think they come up with, or they like and stuff like that and put out there. And you look at who the people, real people who create all these theories. People, it's so crazy how these theories come about and stuff like that. Like when you look at the Tyrion Targaryen theory. Like everyone's like, oh, Tyrion Targaryen. That everyone thought about that, but everyone didn't think about that. The person who thought about that was the lady Kayla. She's the one who came up with that theory. She didn't, but when she came up with it, she made that up. She was like joking about it. She wasn't even serious on it. And then someone took that and heard her she put that comment up on the Tower of the Hand when they had that out there, and everyone's going there chatting. That's how long ago it was. And then someone went and made a essay on it, and that person basically got the credit for it. But really, it's her theory. She's the one who came up with that.
Who is this? Who is this lady?
The lady Kayla. She was like, when I first started, she was the only one. Like it was like a couple of people doing Game of Thrones and stuff before I started, and she was one of the persons doing it. It was her. It was her. Comic Book Girl 19. I think that's even before History of Westeros was doing it. But it was them. She was the one that was coming out there and doing it and stuff like that.
Man, those are old school Game of Thrones YouTubers, man.
I see spots. I haven't heard from Lady Kayla in a while. Years. Listen, I see spots in those. Listen, that was back in the day. You know what I mean? But yeah, she was definitely, because I remember it was, Otako Assemble. You know what I mean? He's the one who blew up with the live reaction Game of Thrones video. His with that they killed my nigga Ned video. That like made the viral Game of Thrones video. I think that's what really made people see that Game of Thrones is a viable market to make money on YouTube when he came out with that video. Because when he was doing his shit, because I started doing my stuff, like when I was watching his things, I seen that he he didn't read the book, so he didn't know a lot of things. He was just guessing. And when I was watching his videos, I was answering the questions to the video. So that kind of made me start doing my stuff too over there.
Wow. All right, well, hey, man, it's time for me to bounce up out of here. Respect to all the people in the chat that enjoyed this. Teflon, hit me up whenever, man. I'm always down to do these.
No doubt, brother. You know how we do, bro. Got nothing but love for you.
I'll see all you guys later in the chat. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks, Teflon, for inviting me on. Love these guys.
No doubt. One, my brother.
Peace.
All right. You are now rocking with the Don Tony Teflon on the solo mission, right? And you have not seen the Don Tony. I'm not even going to look at myself in the camera or anything like that. No, I would look, because if I do that, then I'll probably end the stream and stuff like that. But peace out to my brother Mo Genie, rocking with me as always. You know what I mean? I don't rock with a lot of people and stuff like that. Mo Genie is always someone I definitely rock with, because that's my motherfucking brother right there. So peace and love to my man Mo Genie and all that good stuff. But we up in here. Y'all up in here. You could be anywhere in the world, but y'all out here chilling with me in this motherfucking building. And I appreciate that. The Don totally does. Definitely appreciates that. So I have done solo live streams a billion times. I've done it with people a billion times and all that good stuff. So, I can get into whatever, but we're going to keep this video up. We're gonna not delete this video. No matter what I say. This video is going to stay up for y'all. I promise you that. Because I cannot have somebody on and then delete the video and all that good stuff. And all that, it'd be wasted his time and everything else. And all that. All right. Well, who says this right here? Someone says the Don looks good in blue. Thank you very much. The Don appreciates that. Whether I look good in blue, hopefully white, orange, purple, pink, whatever. Yellow, but no, blue, Yankee blue is with the Don rocks and all that. I always try to keep that. You know what I mean? John Haymaker, what is Don may never die. Indeed, my friend. Indeed. Can't. KP says that last video should have stayed up too. That last video should have stayed up, my friend. It should have, no doubt about it. But we had to take that down because I said people in my life, my personal life, and I said their name out there, and I can't have their name up in there and stuff like that unless I know they had their permission and stuff like that. I just can't do that. Did anything KP says? Oh, asking Live in My Rhapsody and me. Did anything in that Fire and Blood book foreshadow the end game? Yes, it did. There's no doubt. I got 7 theories from that Fire and Blood right now. 7. And I've watched a lot of people do a lot of videos on it, and not any of them, not one person has touched on any of these 7 that I found. The ones that they found, I'm not talking about those. Those are, yeah, I found those myself. I'm saying these 7 that I'm going to put out there, not one person has put out anything on these 7. Guaranteed. Not in any forum, not nowhere. I don't know how people haven't seen it. It's just crazy to me. It's like right there. But I will be putting these out and you'll see that. What are the odds we get multiple endings? Peter Griffin asked that question. Thank you, Pete, for the question. I don't think we're going to get multiple endings. I can't see that being possible. That would be crazy if they did that. So I just have to think it's going to be the one ending that we're going to get, for better or for worse. It's not going to be what everybody wants, but it shouldn't be. It should just be what George wants, I would like to have Stannis Baratheon live forever. You know what I mean? But if he chooses not to, and it seemed like he did, then I have to go with that. You know what I mean? And that's just the way it should be. I can't say anything else about anything like that. I got to go with what that motherfucker said. And I'm with whatever George wants. I'm with what he wants. It's his book series, and I'm just rolling along. I'm here for the ride, and it's been a great ride right now. And that's what it is. Means. Ah, It said Tony just made me yawn. Don't do that. That's contagious, man. I could do that yawn right now. Make all y'all watching right now yawn right now. Make everybody yawn. Stannis is definitely the maddest. No doubt about it. So funny, like when you like I was watching videos, especially from Lady Kayla and stuff like that, and all that. And I always watch like a lot of videos from like 4 or 5 years ago, 6 years ago, when I want to see who got stuff right back then, not people who got stuff right now that's already been seen. I try to look at the people back then who got stuff right, and I was watching her videos and stuff, and it's funny that she was telling me that she says not telling me, but she was saying in the video that how nobody was a fan of Tyrion, and nobody liked Tyrion. Nobody liked Tyrion at all. And that may sound funny to y'all, like no one, because I'll tell you, when I liked Stannis, nobody liked Stannis. Nobody. Nobody. When I liked Stannis, when I was doing videos on Stannis, nobody liked him. Nobody, everyone hated it. It's kind of like Feast. When I said Feast was my favorite book, everyone fucking hated that book. People won't admit it now and everything else. It grew on people and now they love it. But people hated that fucking book. And people keep it real. People did not like that book. What the fuck so ever. People hated that. They said it was the worst book in the series. And I thought it was the best because I seen the theories in it. And I was reading it for different reasons. And other people, it's the casual reader, I guess. But I mean, people hated that book. People hated, no one gave a fuck about Stannis. And it's funny how she says no one gave a fuck about Tyrion. Everyone hated Tyrion. It's hard to even think that people didn't like Tyrion. He's such a popular character. But back then, 5 years ago and all that stuff, people really didn't like him when the books first came, well, not first came out and all that, but people didn't like him at all when she was posting that. But she had read the books before those 5 years. Adrian G, you made me a fan of Stannis, so I must admit it. That's good to admit the truth, brother. I appreciate it. He's a great character. He really is. He really is. Uh, we got KC says, didn't like Jamie until he lost his hand. I hate Jamie Lannister. I hate Jamie Lannister. Jamie Lannister is one of the worst characters in all Game of Thrones. Not worst written or anything like that. Just a disgusting individual. I cannot stand Jamie fucking Lannister. He's just disgusting. Jamie Lannister needs to die 1,000 deaths, 1,000 different ways. And that still wouldn't be enough. He has too much blood in his hands. He's got to go. Jamie Lannister has got to go. Now, I have seen people in the chat, because I read the chat while I'm talking and doing my thing and stuff like that. And I done seen people in the chat say that you want to see the Don Tony Teflon rock with Bridge 4. Is that what I seen? I've seen that in the chat from a couple of people. And I'll say this, all right. And this is honest. I'm going to be as honest as I can be about this. In fact, we're going to get back to that question in a bit. We're going to talk about Crown of Thrones right now. I was going to talk about Crown of Thrones when Mo Genie was here, and I should have talked about it when he's here, because I'm trying to see if Mo Genie's going to rock out the Crown of Thrones and stuff like that and all that. So, Crown of Thrones. The Don Tony Teflon will be at Crown of Thrones. As always. As always, you can see I'm a two-time Crown of Thrones panelist up in that motherfucker. You know, and I'm definitely going to go there. I've been talking to Sue the Fury. That's who I've worked with directly to get in the con and do everything from the beginning. And I had a couple of panel ideas that I suggested to do. And I will say that every panel idea I suggested, that she liked all of them. But the bad thing, it's a good and a bad thing. Like, the good thing, she liked every panel idea I suggested, every one of them. She loved them all. But the good thing is that she had already thought of some of them. So so it's a good thing because we're on the same brain wave. But the fact that she had thought of some of them, yeah, she already has plans for a couple of them and stuff like that. Even though she has invited me on, and a lot of my panels, she's asked me, so, hey, it's a really good idea. Do you want to be with anybody on this panel, or do you want to be by yourself? So most of the panels, of those panels, I said that I wanted to do it by myself and stuff. So, but I will be, in on panels and stuff like that. So you suggest panels, the suggestion panel type situation, that is just for like a personal type situation and all that. But then they have their panels that they plan, and I don't control that or do anything about that. I just let Sue place me wherever she wants to place me, like she did last year, and I trust her. So I just tell her when she knows what I'm interested in talking about, and she can place me on any panel she want to do, because it doesn't matter what panel I'm on. It doesn't matter who is on the panel with me. It doesn't matter. If you haven't been to Crown of Thrones and seen it, Don Tony Teflon, or watch my live stream, what the fuck is going down? And the proof is in the pudding. I can say I ain't gotta say nothing. You can just look at the comments from the people at the con who went to my show. You can just ask them. You can see it. You can just look at the comments from every panel I was on. It can't be a coincidence that the panels that I was on were rated high by people. I mean, maybe it's a coincidence. I just happen to be on there, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? We get down like that, and it's like that live and all that. We ain't afraid. I had a great time last year rocking with my man Phil, the Issues guy, meeting Phil and everything else and all that. And chilling with Val and getting on the panel. Val hooked me up last year, got me on the main stage. Nothing but love for Val. Really do appreciate that. Meeting her peoples and everything else, and her family, mad cool people. You know what I mean? Hanging with Tarzan, getting drunk, meeting Misha Houston, Lady Wolferton. Met her, in person at the con and all that good stuff. So got to chill with some people and stuff like that and everything else. But when I'm there and stuff like that, in all honesty, I am there for you, the YouTuber, not the YouTubers who have channels, the YouTube fans. I'm only there for y'all. I don't care about anybody. I don't really care about meeting nobody. I mean, there's only a couple other people I want to meet out here, and that's it. Really, tell you the truth, and that's more small council people. Besides that, you know what I mean, a couple people, and that's it. That in the chat as we speak. I would like to meet, but I'm really there just to chill with y'all, the public. I just want to meet y'all. I want to meet everybody here in the chat. I just want to shake everybody's hand, give them a hug, give them a pound. You know what I mean? Drink a beer, give a toast, and that's what I go there for. I don't go there for nothing else. I ain't really going there to, like, if you see me there, I don't be and just chill. I didn't really go there to promote my. Maybe I should be there more promoting the channel and trying to build the channel and all that. But I really just go there to have a good time, just to meet y'all. I just want to hang out with y'all. You know what I mean? And all that good stuff and everything else. So I don't know. These people better watch. You're gonna get clapped out of here, or you're going to get fucking banned. Who is this person right here? I know LMR is taking care of him and shit like this. See, people like this person right here. Don't be fooled by these people in the chat that come in here and say crazy stuff. These aren't just fans. Don't be fooled. All right. What was I talking about before? Before that, I was saying that you wanted to see the Don Tony Teflon with Bridge for. All right. So I had came up with a thing, in all honesty, that I was not going to do any live streams with anybody ever again, except for, like my people and all that stuff like that. And Bridgeport is my people because he lives in New Jersey, in the same town that my brother is actually the mayor of. So that's my people. You know what I mean? So I would definitely, you know what I mean, rock with my man Bridgeport. Me Bridgeport. I definitely do something with him, but it's just, and YouTube is just, it's a fake life. It's just a fake thing. I ain't got time to deal with YouTube drama. I don't have time to deal with it, and it's so clicky. It's just so, like, when I think of YouTubers, it just reminds me of fucking high school lunchroom. And you got that table over here, the popular people, and you got the other table, the non-popular people. And you got that's what it is. But the whole thing about YouTubers is that people ain't loyal. They just jump from table to table to table to table, whatever, just to, like, people just to do whatever they got. You know what I mean? People ain't real. So I just never been down with like that. You know what I mean? I'm just me, and that's it. It is what it is. You know what I mean? This is who I am. I am the same person when you meet me that you see on this right here. I make not the same jokes, I got more, but I make the same comments, I act the same fucking way. I am who I am, trade the fraud. I never fake the funk. I never try to be nothing that I wasn't. I always stay in my lane, and I'm very respectful to anyone who's respectful to me. That's just, and anyone who's ever met me personally and spent time with me cannot tell you anything but that. And that's the bottom line. If you get out of line, you get out of line. That's on you. But anyone who's been respectful, anyone, you ask them who's met the Don, ask them. Say the first time, is that how he gets down? They'll tell you that's what it is, man. But all right, done with all that goddamn this yada yada gossip. Let's talk a little Game of Thrones before we get out of here. Anybody got any motherfucking questions? What up to my girl AK47 holding down the pound? You know what I mean? Anyone got any motherfucking questions for the Don Tony Teflon? Put it in the motherfucking chat. Please put question in there, because my eyes ain't bad. You see me leaning forward. Look at this shit, right? My eyes ain't good. I gotta get glasses, but I'm scared to get them. I really am so scared. But I know I gotta do it. I really do. I'm just afraid to do it. Let's see. Kev. Let's Kev. Don't be afraid, Kev. Don't be afraid, baby. Don't be afraid. I ain't gonna say nothing crazy. I'm a cool dude. All right, let's go through these questions real quick. Right here. What you drinking? I'm drinking Lions Logos. I don't know what the hell. I can't pronounce that shit. If anyone can pronounce that, tell me how to pronounce it. I'm drinking that. What I can pronounce is that it's a summer shandy, and I enjoy this beer very much. KP asks, do you think Maegor and Aenys are actually Aegon's son? KP, I will say this to that. Can I spoil my video? I can't do it. I don't want to spoil a video. See, this is the problem when you do live streams, and I'm going to tell you what happens. It's because people who are smart, like all y'all who watch my live streams, because you're watching me, obviously you got to be right. No doubt about it. But you ask questions that should be asked, but in order for me to answer it, I would spoil a video. So then it puts me in the position: do I answer the question and spoil the video, or because in YouTube things are getting the jump on people or what people do? I could say something right now and someone could do a video on it and say, "Oh, I made that up," and people do it all the time. So hold that question, KP. I'm going to mention you in the video for it. I promise. All right. Yeah. See, this thing is so finicky and shit. AK asks, how you feeling about Fire and Blood? I said a little earlier, girl. I like it. I think it's a good, but me personally, I'm not a big Targaryen person, so it is what it is. I like World of Ice and Fire better because I like hearing about the other people too, more than them. So I definitely, it's good. Don't get me wrong. But I would have rather had that. I'd rather had World of Ice and Fire. I would have rather had the She Wolves of Winterfell. I'd rather hear about stories like that than this. Maybe the second part would be better. I think I may be a little bit more interested in the second part than this with Summerhole and everything else. Let's just say Zigzag Way. Zigzag Way. It says, Tony, what is the least amount of money a person would need to fly, stay, and attend Con of Thrones? In Nashville? Holy shit. Depending on where you're staying, I would say, me personally, no matter what the hotel cost me, no matter what the flight cost me, I wouldn't want to be out there without 800 in my pocket. I would have to have like 800. Now, can you get by without 800? Yes, you could. Yeah, but I would have to be comfortable for that amount of days, that amount of drinking. These people are drinking. If you're drinking with people, these drinks are expensive, man. If you're doing all that and drinking with people and all that good stuff like that, it is just it's expensive. You know what I mean? So I would say it's gonna cost tickets. For me, it would be like this. The tickets are gonna run me like $700, $800 for the tickets. A hotel is gonna run me almost the same depending on where you stay. It's expensive out there. It really is. It's money, man. It's not cheap. There's a reason why YouTubers make GoFundMe's to do it. It's not cheap to do. You know what I mean? $1,000, not for everything. I can't see. I mean, maybe if depending on the hotel, if you can do it for a G with the hotel, but that hotel is going to be not the hotel at the cons in, and that hotel is going to be a little bit of ways or something like that. You know what I mean? Because you're going to need at least 500 to spend for for the 4 days, 3 days, whatever it's going to be, and 3 days at 500, 100 something a night. I don't know if you can find something for 100. It's like 185 a night. Some places out there is like 300 a night. It's like 200 some dollars a night out there, man. It's expensive. It's dough, man. It's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. It's dough out there. But it's a good time. There's no doubt. It's definitely a good time. I will be there and chilling, and you could come chill with me. What else will be doing out here? Oh, drinking is a must at Kind of Thrones. I don't think you can be at Kind of Thrones and not drink. You have to drink. I mean, I don't think it's possible to be at Kind of Thrones and not have a drink. You have to drink, and you have to drink a lot. That's what it's just not about. As I said, I will tell you like this. The best way to describe it is it's college level drinking. You understand what I'm saying? So how you were drinking at college or how you thought it's Animal House drinking. And so, you know, that's the type of drinking it is. It's like being back in college, funneling shit, keg stand type shit. It's that toga party type shit drinking in there. That's what it is. Nashville, Bridgeport asked anyone know what Nashville curfew was last call? I don't know what the last call is, but I know that everyone was drinking like 5 in the morning. People were drunk, and I don't think there is a last call there. Whatever it is, it don't matter. People was drinking. Toga, toga, toga. That's a good time. You're definitely gonna have a good time up in there if you definitely there. Let's see. Step Snow wants to ask a silly question. Go right ahead. So if you go to Con Solo, would it be weird to ask you to grab a drink? Is it open and sociable? No, you could definitely ask anyone to grab a drink. I don't even think people will be there at the bar hanging out. It's very sociable. Everyone is open. Everybody will be mad cool. Everyone is happy. All the YouTubers are there. I just don't believe you know who they are. So always keep that in mind. That when you run into any YouTuber there, most of them don't believe that you know who they are, and so you can keep that in mind. But no, people, you could ask them to drink, ask them for a dance on the dance floor. You can ask them for anything. I don't know how much anything. I don't know about smacking the ass or anything like that, depending on who. I think Tarzan might be up for that. If you want to give him a smack in the ass, Tarzan, he may oblige you back. If you're a woman. But I had a good time hanging out with Tarzan, drinking. We had a good time out there. Oh, we got a super chat here. Let's take a look at that. It is from Southeast. What up? What up, my dude? Love the 50 verse you dropped on Twitter. Definitely felt that one. No doubt about it. And that's what it is, baby. Thank you for that. I'll be dropping them verses and stuff like that and everything else on for my real heads up there on Twitter and stuff like that. That verse was definitely bad news, 50 Cent bad news and shit like that. That's definitely how I was feeling. When I be dropping shit, that's how I be feeling at the time and stuff like that. So if you ever see me drop anything on there, that's definitely why I be dropping them shits. And I drop my boy granddaddy IU, one of the greatest rappers of all time up there, you know what I mean, and all that good stuff. Who's up in this building? Don of Ice and Fire is in the building? Is that what I'm seeing? That's what's up. Fernandez T, brother. What up, baby? How's everything? Yes, there's no doubt that the Dragon Pit was on fire. And I dubbed the smoking pit the Dragon Pit. That's a Don Tony Teflon who named it that. You won't see other people call it that because I named it that. But no, the Dragon Pit where everyone was out there smoking was definitely on fire. But it would be a different atmosphere than it was last year at the con. You know what I mean? Definitely be a different atmosphere and shit. But I like the atmosphere that we got at the con last year, But Nashville was a better venue. If I can get like if you could take the attitude of the con last year and put it in Nashville, it would be perfect. I just think that Nashville's so big, they see so much different things, you know what I mean? It's just, whatever. We ain't really worried about it. The hotel, the Hyatt that we were at last year, they really loved that they were had it there. You know, you could really see that and everything else and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? Like they were really happy to have the con there. It just seemed like in Nashville, it was like, yeah, it's another convention. We get 1 billion of them every year. We got another super chat, and this is a biggie. This may be the biggest super chat I have ever gotten in my motherfucking life. And I have been getting super chats, and I have not read one out, and I'm really appreciative of all the money that I've gotten. But the fact this is the biggest super chat, without a doubt, that I've ever gotten, I'm going to have to say the amount of this. It is from my first ever subscriber, IC Spots. It is for a 50 spot right up in this piece. You know what I mean? And it says, here for your first round of drinks at the con. Thank you. I so much appreciate it. I appreciate you. I appreciate you from the beginning for believing in me, for subscribing to my channel. When the first person who ever did it, you know, I came out. I didn't expect anyone to ever subscribe to my channel. I didn't expect anyone to ever watch my video. The fact that you were willing to do that, and you're still here, you know, 5 years later. I don't think a lot of people could say that about that. They only got channels for 5 years. But to have someone still here, still chilling with me for all that time, I really do appreciate that. From the bottom of my heart, yeah, I'm really trying to be, I'm honest as I am, trying to be. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Don, always, I see Spot. It's people like this. This is people I want to meet. You know what I mean? I want to meet people like I see Spot, man. That's what I'm in this game for, man. That's people I want to meet like that. You know what I mean? People want to have a hangout with and have a drink with and stuff like that. Other people want to talk to. That's what I'm all about. Sam asked a question: will you be doing anything with the small council soon? Or better yet, I know she doesn't really do it. I miss Bar and Tony together. I miss Bar a lot too, and I'm really upset that she got rid of all her videos on her channel. I'm going to speak to Bar. I did speak to her a little bit ago. I'm going to speak to her and speak to her about that again, and see if I can get maybe a couple of videos or something put back up there, at least something up there. Bar is really holding it down in her career right now. So I don't know if the two jive, her career and the Game of Thrones thing on YouTube. So I don't know if that jives. As for the small council, I will always do be on the small council as long as there is a small council. So there's no doubt about it that when the season starts up, and that's when the small council starts up, I'll be there on the small council for every episode of this last season. I will be there. Guarantee I'll be there. Because who else is going to argue with LaDonna, James, and Charlie? Who else has the gall to argue with them and the know-it-all to do it but the Don Tony Teflon? I will be there. Hopefully T-Baby will be there. We will all be there jumping off Nico, all of us, Mace the Pain. Who is there going to have to argue with Mace the Pain and all that? You know, when you look at Game of Thrones and the Don Tony Teflon, basically the small council, you can look at a lot of these theories created by us. You know what I mean? And that's just the truth. James Johnson is the one who came up with the whole Night King situation. He's the one who came up with the Bran Stark is the Night King situation. He's the one who came up with Mance Rayder is Sir Arthur Dayne. That theory that I hate. That's why I hate it so much, because I've heard it from him so many times. But he's the one who came up with that. He came up with they came so many. If I go through him and his mom's theories, that they actually are the ones who create. If you really look at it, he created so much, and they're going to be right about a lot of it, I think, when it's all said and done. Alicia Kingston asked what happened to Eli. I miss him. I thought Eli got locked up. No, just funny. Eli actually spoke to him several months ago, and he said he was doing some cross country thing with his boy and stuff like that. So that's what he's been doing, and recording it or something like that. But that's what he's going all over the country. Let's see. Oh, okay. Thanks, Luke. Just subscribe. Yeah, Small Castle is definitely what it is. Look at all those videos that James did early. Look at them all, and see how much stuff he came up with that people laughed at him about. And I know that feeling better than anybody. You know what I mean? Because people laughed at me about my shit too. And when you really look at it, me and James bang that shit out the park, man. And that's the bottom line. It can't be denied. And that's it. Just check the dates. Check the dates, baby. Check the motherfucking dates. And when you see it, you're gonna be like, oh my God, I can't believe it. But you look at it, they came with all that stuff. When you talk about Mance Raider, it's Sir Arthur Dane. That's them. They made that up. That whole Ashara Dane, Ned Stark thing, they promoted that shit, the hell out of that shit 6 years ago. That was them saying all that shit. It was them getting made fun of for it. And then people did it and people all of a sudden came around to it. Kind of like Stannis and Tyrion and Feast for Crows. After a while, people just come around for shit. But not me. I always thought it was shit. I didn't like those theories. I thought they were good theories. They came up with dealing with Mance Raider and all that. Nope. I didn't buy it back then from them. And I love them, but just nothing I believe in that's gonna happen. But they came up with all that stuff. But he will be right about the Night's King, and he will be right about the Night Bran Stark being Night's King. I have no doubt that James will be right about that. American Patriots, I still do, Tony. Some of your theories are whack. Oh, really? What theory is whack that I ever came up with, American Patriot? Please don't just say that my theory is whack. Please say what theory is whack. If that's what you're gonna say it. Say the truth. Some of your theories are whack. Which one is whack, sir? Which one? What theory have I ever said that is whack? In fact, what have I ever said that hasn't happened? What theory have I ever come up with that hasn't happened? Please tell me. And tell me anyone, any YouTuber, any person who did any podcast, any person who has ever did any forum, and show me that person who has gotten more theories right than Tony Teflon and Don. Show them to me. Show them. And I guarantee you cannot find anyone. So he says Gendry and Sansa. All right. Gendry and Sansa is not whack. I not only gave you the reasons why that's going to happen, I gave you every foreshadowing why it's going to happen. And it's all relevant. Now, you may not like it personally, right? You may not like it, and that's cool. But when you look at the situation that's put out there, there's no doubt that I've given you more than just, I ain't just, see, when I say something, I don't just say it. Gendry's going to marry Sansa and walk away. I give you the reasons. I give you all the receipts how you should have seen it. This is going to happen. You may not like it, but I guarantee it jumps off. You go, oh, Arya, guarantee it. When this season ends of Game of Thrones, you will see Gendry married to Sansa. In the books, when it ends, it'll be Edric Storm married to Sansa. It's Gendry in the show because Gendry is playing the part of Edric Storm and Gendry. But in the books, it'll be Edric Storm. That is why Edric Storm's name is Ned, because he will be the new Ned Stark. He will take the Stark name, and he will be the new Ned Stark of Winterfell. I've said this years ago. You all know this. And that's it. And that's the bottom line. And that's the bottom line. And the Jedi, you're correct. 100%. They ain't no doubt about it, man. I drink. I know things. Just like the person who came on here and is drinking and know things. You know what I mean? But let me do this shot of Henny before I jump up off here. Hold on. Slope. I told you I got you. I got you. Don't be looking at the Don's ass. All right? All right. As you can see, I am down to the end of the pure white honey. We're down to it. And we're going to take it out. Now, y'all might not even know what the pure white Hennessy is, right? Y'all might not know. Only real heads know what the pure white Henny is, right? You may see heads hanging with the regular Hennessy, but you don't see people with the goddamn pure white motherfucker, right? This is all I got left, goddamn it. This is it. But it's going down, man. Let's get this shit popping. Looks like it's like a little bit left. Damn it. Slope. It's for you. All right? Saloon. There you go. Ooh. Ooh. That made me have to go out tonight. I go out tonight. So it could happen to somebody. All right. I got me up here drinking. The wrist game in the background. See, I still look at that super chat up there from IC Spots, and it amazes me. I'm so happy about it. I can't believe it. That's even there, man. Can't believe it. LOL. That Henny put it in the shiver. And you seen it, right? You see me. It put me in there. It really did, AK. It did. I put that drink. I was like, that's when you drink that, that's the sound you get. I am not a liquor drinker. I like beer. I'm not a big liquor drinker. You know what I mean? But that is what it is. Oh my God. It was DJ M, that Grey Goose. Grey Goose, boy. Flavoring the motherfucking alcohol. Oh my God. I heard this thing. I don't know if I can share it with you. Let me see. Let me see real quick. I'm going to try. I watched this video today, right? It's got nothing to do with Game of Thrones. I watched this video with this guy. And his pranks. I mean, road rage. And this motherfucker, he almost hits this pedestrian. And he comes up with the craziest excuse that I've ever heard in my life that made no motherfucking sense why he said it, but I thought it was so funny. I'm gonna see if I could play the audio for this, so you can hear this, because it's just, it's so funny. It really is. Let me see if I can get this stuff here for you. Just bear with me. It's hilarious. Where's this motherfucker? This motherfucker's excuse. His excuse why. Well, I'm gonna have to set it up for you because I'm not gonna be able to show it to you. But this motherfucker, basically, he almost hits this pedestrian. So the pedestrian is taping him, and asks him why, he almost ran him over. I want you to really hear. I never turned the volume up on my hearing. All right. I want you to hear this motherfucker's reasoning of why. I'm gonna pull this mic a little closer. Why he almost hit this motherfucker. Why he almost hit this motherfucker. I want you to really listen to why this dude did this. All right. I'm gonna play this right now. Listen to this. All right. So remember the scenario I set up. This guy basically he almost ran over a pedestrian, and the pedestrian is confronting him of why he almost ran him over.
But the pedestrian has a right of way. And so did Jesus Christ have his way, and they still fucking crucified him. So don't tell me who has the right and who has the wrong. No. You almost hit me with.
The fuck did that have to do with anything? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear what the fuck he said? What does that have to do with anything? Did you hear what he said? Did you actually hear that? What the fuck that guy said? What the fuck does that have to do with anything? We're gonna play it again for you. I'm gonna do it again. Because that really has nothing. I don't understand what the fuck he meant by that. I really don't. But it's hilarious. And I'm happy that he said it. I am so happy that he said that. But it really doesn't make any sense whatsoever. He almost hit the pedestrian. So that's what he says.
See, you don't respect me. No, but the pedestrian has a right of way. And so did Jesus Christ have his way, and they still fucking crucified him. So don't tell me who has the right and who has the wrong. No. You almost hit me with.
What the fuck are you talking about? Oh my god! Oh my god! What the fuck? Jesus Christ had the right of way. They still crucified him. So don't tell me about the right of way. Really? Okay, buddy. Okay, thank you. You almost hit me with your car, sir. I was just wondering why the pedestrian has the right of way. And so did Jesus Christ, but they killed him. Okay, thank you. Thank you for explaining that to me. I was wondering why. You almost hit me. Oh my god, that's crazy. Oh my god. Let me, my man Fernandez T, brother. I love you. Just because I ain't IC type cast though. No, brother, $10. I love it. Are you crazy? That is a huge donation. And I really do appreciate it, man. Trust me, bro. I really do appreciate it, man. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. But listen, dealing with that situation, man. Was that the funniest thing you ever motherfucking heard? I heard that shit, almost shit myself. I was like, what the fuck did this motherfucker have to say? What did that have to do with anything? How the fuck did that come? I want to take that line and put it in a movie because it's so crazy. I never heard anything like that before in my life. One more time, we're going to go back and hear it again. All right, I'm going to play it. Down to Vice and Fire wants me to play a little more. That's I can't because I'm going to die. I'm going to die here. I'm going to go crazy. All right, let's play a little more.
See, you don't respect me. No, but the pedestrian has a right of way. And so did Jesus Christ have his way, and they still fucking crucified him. So don't tell me who has the right and who has the wrong. No. You almost hit me with the car. You should be a better example. I see you, son. You almost hit me with the car. You want to go to jail? Jail? Yeah. Do you want to go to the cemetery? What do you want?
You want to go to jail? You want to go to the cemetery? Yo, this guy's crazy. This is my motherfucking man, son. You want to go to jail? You want to go to cemetery? Oh my God. This is too much. It's too much. I can't be watching this shit, man. I can't be watching this stuff, man. Oh my God. We got Bridge 4 says, I'm with you. I haven't laughed at in days. That's good for the soul. It definitely is, Bridge. Right? Sam, oh my God, is that guy crazy? Oh, that dude's nuts. You want to go to jail? You want to go to cemetery? No, thank you, sir. Thank you. Goodbye. I'll talk to you later. I can't die, really. I don't want to get the copyright infringement. I don't want to get that. I don't want to get that, man. I'm trying to keep this video up. If I play the rest, I'm gonna have to take the video down, man. I play the rest and I'll take the video. That's what you want me to do? Oh my God. Oh my God, that's hilarious. I am feeling very good tonight, people. Very good. I haven't been drinking like this in a very long time. And I haven't, I feel very good. I feel like I got this shimmy. I feel real good. Feel real good right now. No doubt. We got KP says, what the theory you came up with that surprised that actually came true? Which theory that came through was your pride and joy? What theory is my pride and joy theory? I don't know. I have a lot, so I don't know what my actually pride and joy. A theory that I probably didn't come up with that I want to be right more than anything is the pink letter theory. I really want Stannis to have wrote that pink letter. If I really want that to happen. I don't think I came up with it. I probably promoted it the most, but I really want Stannis to be the writer of that pink letter. Theory that I actually, that without a shadow of a doubt, that I know that I came up with that I want to come true is no doubt that using the House of the Undying chapter to prove Dany's death is a theory that I came up with before anyone has ever said it in any forum, in any place. So just using that chapter to prove a death, if that happens, I would like that to come true. A lot of them already came true, so so it's all a bit with that, but that would be it. Monster, Blood Raven being Craster's father is a theory that I believe I came up with. I didn't hear no one else say that before I said it. I would think that I want that one to come true. So yeah, those two would be it and stuff like that. Well, let me see it down. Ice and Fire. What did he say there? I didn't see it. Yeah, Don Willie's brand time traveler theory is definitely coming true and definitely is a pride and joy. No doubt. Which theory you predicted that already came true? Teflon TV. Oh, there's a bunch of them. You can go through. Let's go through them right now. I said that I'll go through a couple. I said that Cersei would win a trial by combat and name Qyburn Hand of the Queen. No one said that she was going to be named Hand of the Queen or anything like that. People may have thought she was going to win the trial by combat, but no one thought that she would name Qyburn Hand of the Queen. I came up with that. I came up with that Cersei would hook up with Euron Greyjoy. No one said that. I came up with Sam Tarly was going to be the one that cured Grayscale. I came up with that. If you want to go with the Children of the Forest being evil, you don't want to say they're evil or whatever, I came up with that situation. I can go through a whole bunch. I said that the Valyrians still kill White Walkers before they showed it on the TV show. I said that. There's a billion of them. I can go through. It's really so many that it would make me seem like I'm trying to brag about a thing, but there's so many of them that I really, and actually I just said it and they just happen to be right. It is what it is, but a billion of them like that, you know what I mean? I can go through for you and stuff, but yeah, a bunch, but we'll keep it right there. Oh, we can go through. Yeah, because people even saying things about me. Ice Dragon. Yes, I am the one who said that the Ice Dragon would be true, would come out. People laughed at me about that. Said that, but it is what it is. Yada yada yada. No, 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 no. I don't want my nuts dragging, boy. I seen what that looked like in the YMCA, and it's not pretty. It's not pretty. It is not pretty. That's why I had to switch to boxer briefs because I cannot have my nuts down there. I'm not gonna be the wrecking ball coming from behind the chick with my fucking nuts coming up in there. It's not happening, baby. You know what I mean? I'm a wrecking ball. It ain't gonna be because of my balls. It ain't gonna be. I ain't doing that. But I ain't drop. Listen, my nuts ain't hitting the fucking water in the toilet. I don't want that to ever happen to me, ever. And I don't want to ever to have to hold my nuts up so that they don't hit the toilet water. All right, don't want that to happen to me. But the dudes in the YMCA, the older men, they definitely had to do that. Them dudes could take their nuts and throw it over their motherfucking shoulder. All right. I want to do a lot of things in my life, but throwing my nuts over my shoulder is not one of them. It's just me. If that's something you want to do, have at it. I'm not trying to stop you. I'm just saying I don't want no part of it. You know what I mean? It's just for me and all that. That's who I get down. Oh, my man, Sir Ryan Vine is in the building. You know what I mean? What up, baby? What up, what up, what up, what up? You know, it's like people, my man, people be showing up and stuff like that. And I feel like I got to keep going on. I'm about to get up off this stuff like that. You know what I mean? Listen, the YMCA, boy, don't go into that locker room. You go into the YMCA locker room, you go at your own risk. At your own motherfucking risk. That's the bottom line. Dude's nuts be longer than their ankles. Man, I'm not playing. It's not a joke, man. I thought it was a joke when people said that. It really isn't. It's really the truth. And that's hard for you to think when you look at your own nuts. My nuts will never hit my ankles, let alone below my knees. Let me tell you, I thought that too. Until I walked around that corner and that guy was standing out there, 80 years old and proud. And you reach 80 years old, you don't care. You don't give a fuck what you look like. You don't give a fuck about anything at 80. You're just like, I'm alive. Fuck it. And he was alive. And this dude's nuts was hitting his motherfucking ankles like a motherfucking clock. Counting the motherfucking seconds. Doop, 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 doop. And I seen that shit, and I turned that corner and seen that shit. And I said, oh my God, the rumors are true. This is going to happen to me. And right then, I switched to boxer briefs. And I don't wear boxers anymore. I'm a boxer brief man. Because, oops, there goes gravity. Not happening to the Don. Not happening to me. It may happen to other people. It ain't going to happen to me. Not at all. My nuts are staying right where the fuck they at. And that's the bottom line. And that's it. And if you don't, I'm going to give guys some advice. No, I'm not. I'm not going to say it. Oh, yeah. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm just being the truth. I'm trying to be truthful, y'all. I'm trying to hit you out to the game. You know what I mean? The Tony's the big Aladdin part. Yes, I would do the Aladdin part. I get down on the microphone, man. Everyone know I ain't fucking around on the microphone, man. I don't fuck around on the microphone. I do my thing, man. Oh my God. My people, we may, who is this? Emma's in the building. Jeez, you people keep coming. Jake had a good question about the prequel. Who's Jake? Jake from State Farm? All right, Jake, ask the question again. I'm going to be looking in the chat for it right now. So if you could ask the question again, or if one of my moderators can please take the question from Jake that drinks and know things is pointed out, so I don't have to scroll all the way the motherfucker up. What up, Sailor Diva in the building? I would like to see how long, man, how long our nuts would get. I don't know. I don't want to find out. I'm not trying to run a survey, or I ain't trying to run a test to see how long a man's nuts get. I want to see. I don't care. I care about my nuts, and I want them to stay where they're at. And that's it. Where's this question? Is the prequel going to compare to the Game of Thrones? Jay Cruz asked this. Yeah, it's very hard. I listen. Tell me. I've said this before, and I'll say it again right now. Thank you for Alicia Keyston, and thank you for Bridge 4, and thank you for Jay Cruz for asking the question. I'll say this straight up. You know what I mean? Tell me how many sequels have been better than the original show, and then tell me how many sequels have actually succeeded and been good. And when you look at the odds are that it's not going to be good, let alone a smash hit. When I look at sequels, that spinoffs, because that's what this is, a spinoff from this show that can actually succeed. The best spinoff of all time is Frasier. I don't think it could really be denied, or I don't think anyone can argue the fact. Let's come to a concession. I'm drinking, all right, in the chat. Not that I speak that well anyway, but when I'm drinking, it's awful words, right? Right now, when we think of sequels, spinoffs, is there any spinoff that's better, critically acclaimed, and actually good than Frasier? Is Frasier the best? I'm talking about TV shows right here. Not talking about show. What up to the beautiful, the lovely, my girl, my queen? I bend the knee to her and her only. That is the only one, as Jon Snow said, that I defend, Queen straight up. Period. I mean, in all honesty, when we deal with, all right, someone says Laverne and Shirley right here. So right, Laverne and Shirley was good as a spinoff of a Happy Days. Rest in peace, Penny Marshall. But that can't compare to Frasier. Frasier is a better show than that. I mean, I don't really think we could think of that. Sailor Diva says The Facts of Life. The Facts of Life is a spinoff of A Different Strokes. Facts of Life is a good show, but I really don't think it met the level. You know, awards Frasier won. Frasier was a spinoff that just Frasier almost outdid Cheers, the original show. And if you look at awards won, it did outdo Cheers, right? So Frasier is really, it's really, I don't know if you could really say anything's better than that. If you can, Better Call Saul. I don't know if people would say Better Call Saul is better than Breaking Bad. Better Call Saul is good, but I don't know if people would say that's better than Breaking Bad. But it's definitely up there for a top good spinoff, and that's a very good point, and that's a very good spinoff. But I really don't know if you could really say that the fact that it's not better than Breaking Bad, and you can reasonably say that Frasier is a better show than Cheers, that it's quite possible that Frasier would have to get the edge up. So if we go on that concept, I don't really know if we can see that this show being good. I don't, it's hard to say if this show is going to be a smash hit. I'm hoping that it's going to be. Now, I know that people are saying George R.R. Martin is writing this, he's helping. But from what it seems like, from what has come out, it's not that he's writing it himself. Him and his woman is sitting there writing it. It seems like he's just giving her advice where to go, and she's doing all the work. So, I don't know. I don't know. I hope it's good. I really do. But odds are it's not going to be that good. That's odds are. I hope it's good. I really do. I really, but odds are it really, I don't know if it's going to be. And that's it. And that's all. The truth will set you free. Keep getting blocked. Why don't you spread some truth and stop getting blocked? Huh? And that's it. Fantasy said never liked Frasier. Maybe I went home during those days. Frasier was a great show. It's definitely. I mean, not that the guys from Saratoga, New York, that played his brother or anything like that, but Frasier is. I mean, I could watch Frasier right now. I could put on an episode. It doesn't matter what episode it is. I could turn it on right now, and I could watch Frasier. And that just shows you to me how great of a show it is. It just Frasier is just great. You know, it's always got to be trolls out here and stuff like that. There's always got to be haters. Haters, you know what I mean? Because we came out here, didn't schedule nothing, didn't put nothing out there, and still got over 100 viewers just because people love the Don, Tony Teflon, Teflon TV, and Teflon TV loves y'all. And other people don't like that. They hate that. You know what I mean? And that's the bottom line. So, you know, it is what it is, but we get what we get and we got love. The Jeffersons, Down of Ice and Fire says was a spinoff of it was definitely was a spinoff of All in the Family, and it was a very good show. But when you look at the success and everything else that Frasier had, I just can't say that it was a better show. I enjoyed that motherfucking show, The Jeffersons. I enjoyed the Jeffersons. Love the Jeffersons. You know, but I don't know if I could say it's a better show than Frasier. I really don't. I don't know. It's not a better show. Frasier lasted for a million years. I have not watched Night Flyers at all, but I'm going to be doing a review on one movie. That movie with Sandra Bullock. I just watched that. I thought that was good, and I'm going to do a review on that and stuff like that. I'm going to put that out there soon, so you definitely look forward to that, seeing that. Sale Divas, Real Talk. George R. R. Martin really needs to finish the books. Real Talk, he really does need to finish the books. But as I said, right now the iron is hot, and I think I got cut off earlier by Mogini when he was saying this. But what I was trying to say is, but if I can use when dealing with a dream of spring, I'm going to use a boxing analogy here, and I'm going to talk about Mayweather Pacquiao. I think it could be a situation like that without the money. I think it could be to the point, the fact that everyone's going to know the ending and everything else, that it may come too late. I still think you're going to have the hardcore fans watch it, but I don't think it will be a Dream of Spring would be what it would have been if he was able to get that out during the Game of Thrones season. I think for that reason alone, it's going to be a huge drop off in sales. And I don't know. It's going to be rough for him because you got to figure it's going to be what 7 years, 6 years before Dream of Spring comes out. If it comes out on schedule or anything after this comes out, are people going to want to sit there for 6 years knowing the ending of this series and buy that book? There's going to be a lot of things that aren't tied up from the show that the hardcore fans are going to watch, but the casual fan will be gone. 6 years? Gone. That person's gone thinking of something. That'll be another show. They'll be gone. That money is out of here. And that's it. I feel like I had to stay here because I want to stay here because I want y'all to keep chatting with each other and everything else because I'm having a good time with everything else. But you know what I mean? The Don, Tony Teflon, I got to bounce up out this piece. You know what I mean? But I will leave the video up. I will not delete the video. All right. I will not do that. I will keep it up and stuff like that. So thank you, everybody out here, for chilling with me, chilling, hanging out with me, and all that. Next time, so we got up to 100 likes right before we ended. You know what I mean? And that's all we could do, man. And that's what I'm all about. Yes, Wilson. I'm doing a review on Bird Box. We definitely gonna talk a little Bird Box. I'll let you know all about it. And LMR, you want to do a live stream on Bird Box? We can definitely talk about Bird Box. Bird Box. Bird Box. I see Spox. Thanks, Tony. Good scream. I hope I stream. I hope y'all enjoyed it. You know how I do. You know what I mean. I'm not like other YouTubers out here. I don't do them other type of streams. Do my stream the way I do it, and I just do it, man. To see it for y'all, to see it chilling and stuff like that. And as always, if you like the way I do this, please thumbs up this. Please spread this across the realm, and please subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace. And stay what? Sexy.